So if I were to explain mental health, I'd say, first of all, it's not just about madness. It looks at more complex things than madness. And also the fact that it's a continuum, it's not an absolute state. And mental health is not mental illness. And perhaps that's the reason. There's a huge difference.
Okay.
And perhaps that's the reason the field is so stigmatized. Because when people hear mental health, all they hear is mental illness.
Yeah.
Mental illness, we normally look at as falling below 0. So if I had like a speedometer, it starts at 0. That's neutral. You're starting off and you're progressing. But if you fall below 0, that's where an illness comes in. I mean, typically, you can wake up on a day, you don't feel 100%, but you're not sick.
Yeah.
You're just not yourself.
Yeah.
That's where the mental health component comes in. And the sickness comes in when you have depleted your resources for coping and you're actually taking a hit and you're struggling. So let's not confuse the two. Mental health is not mental illness.
So if someone is on the outside, which is, of course, like you said, if you're not yourself in the morning, you wake up and you're feeling like, as for today, and people are saying, go and take this kind of medicine because you, mentally they don't think you're all right. Yeah. It means we're doing the wrong thing in the first place.
To a large extent, yes. The medicalization of health in itself has become a huge problem, which is making it difficult for many of us to take a key stake in actually enhancing our health because we're looking at a pill to do everything for us. Okay, so that's problematic. Now, if you look at the things that enhance health, both physical and mental health, they're free.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
Staying active or exercising, it's free.
Yeah.
It's within everyone's capability. Even if someone says, I'm disabled, there are still activities they can do that, still allow them. Sleep is free. Staying connected, it's free. And those are exactly the things that we aren't doing. And
staying connected, as in constant communication with people.
Yes. Staying connected. Human beings are hot-wired to connect. And if you're not connecting, and I don't want to even get into the Gen Z phenomena just yet, but you'll come to find that it's one of the biggest challenges why the Gen Zs are struggling more when it comes to their mental health. The lack of the connections.
And that is the reason that I'm about to ask this, that we need to identify the main things or the characteristics or the factors.
Awesome. So, well, I am going to speak from a very, from my professional experience point of view, even before I add on to what we know about the researches, etc., etc. So, I'm fortunate to be a lecturer. I sit in positions as counselor, therapist, so I get to interact with lots of people. Now, in this current wave, we're seeing a surge in the number of young people who have mental health conditions. Some are actual, others aren't so actual because it does not fit the profile for a diagnosis to say there's something. But the other trend is they're so insistent on getting a diagnosis because it serves as some form of comfort or it allows them to also move away from having to deal with the real world. And that is from my own personal experience. Mental health thrives on a principle we call resilience. And resilience is your ability to bounce back, even when you're facing adversity or when you take a hit, your ability to get back and go and do what you have to do is what resilience is all about, okay? You'll never build resilience if you're not facing problems.
Right.
But in the modern world, kids hardly face problems because, number one, parents solve all our problems for us in the concept of overprotection or overparenting. So when you're preventing your child from experiencing life as it is, I'm not saying that allow your children to see fire and touch fire. But obviously, there are many things that you can actually allow your kids to be exposed to. Now, when we were growing up, and I look at myself as a millennial, don't forget that the mental health wave, the surge is going up and up as the years have progressed or the generations have progressed. But, when we were growing up, we had playtime, significant playtime. After school, it was play before whatever. And I was consistently being punished time. Now, many people underscore the essence of playtime. Because first of all, apart from keeping you active, okay, and getting all those young juices used up, it also allows you to do social interactions. It teaches you social skills to interact with people. So as a counselor, one of the biggest concerns I get students come to me with on a daily basis would be, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, this friend doesn't like me, I don't like this friend, this one is saying this about, and it's a huge concern.
It is.
To the point that I don't want to come to school again.
Yeah.
I'm feeling lonely, even when there are so many other children around me.
Yeah.
Why? They lack the necessary social skills to make friends. So when you get one person, what do? Stick to them.
Yeah.
And when they're not there, you go into a crisis.
Yeah. You go off.
You go off.
Yeah.
Secondly, when it comes to problem solving, most of us figured it out. You're playing, like we always used to make this joke about, when I was little, I had a football. Not you close from school, the car's waiting, you get in the house, you don't come out again. So it's difficult. They're not learning any of these things.